Welcome back to the Roving Reporter Live broadcast. I'm Alex Bright reporting to you live from SIGGRAPH 2022 in Vancouver. And right now with me, I have Chris Beard, who's the Chief Operating Officer at CenterGrid.
CenterGrid, we're like a cloud and managed services provider based in the United States with satellite offices around the world. We're a larger part of the Vora Ventures group, so roughly 3,000 employees across the globe, with offices across the globe. And probably the most important thing to tell our audience, I guess, today is really that we're problem solvers. That's the biggest thing. We're out there to look forward to helping customers, prospects deal with their problems, get back to the creative space, and just move on, get their business accelerated.
Can you tell us more about the virtual desktop as a service offering?
Yeah, so I mean, I think there's really three that we've heard about from everybody in attendance here that have been of interest to us. The virtual workstations, that's really the primary one, where we're providing those big beefy graphics cards that make all the news and things that everybody here gets excited about.
Yeah,
we're doing that back in a data center where they're safe. We're making them available anywhere, so you can access them through a web browser. You can do it. We have customers that do it through their phone, in the hotel room, you name it basically. But we give you all that computing power without having to have it in one location. We can do full rendering farms, so go into a whole basically virtual studio. So just beyond just the one machine, we can help everybody collaborate inside of a studio, make that work really well, decrease, increase efficiency by like 25%. That's one of the things we've been able to do with a number of our partners. And then, we've got a lot of really smart problem solvers. So we get to do a lot of build out to web scale. So taking those 3D assets and then how do you get them to everybody on the internet, not have it break down, still have it be a performant and work and be beautiful for what they want to show off. He's sitting at home, and he's accessing his work PC, and then he's even accessing our virtual workstation infrastructure. So he's doing the work basically from his sofa or couch, but he's got all the 3D capabilities of running the Unity engine, as it were, right here to do 3D modeling around automotive. And that's one of our biggest customer bases has been automotive, where we've helped them by having all of them work together in the same place on the same model. They can really accelerate kind of their capabilities and drive efficiencies and bring those models forward, bring out new automotive cars much faster, basically. You can see the different displays. He was doing that. You can see it spinning around. No big issues there. Really performant. Again, through 2 layers, he's doing that, and that's how he does his real design work every day at this point. So he's getting 60 frames a second.
Wow.
We can do this across 3 4K displays at once. So if you're a really serious designer, you can still make it all happen. The big deal is rethinking how they're doing their infrastructure, rethinking how they do their design work. So look at, can you do this in a more cloud model? Let's not look at how do we buy the next workstation, but how can that accelerate how you're doing all of your business, really. And so that's our biggest thing. Right now is a good time, like the next generation of graphics cards, they're gonna need more than a wall socket to power them. So how are you gonna do that if you're in a studio apartment or, you don't wanna heat up your whole house with this thing, right? So we've been getting a lot of good feedback of finally someone's gonna solve some of these problems and make it work for me at a price that works. Helping them across the board is the biggest thing, right? So great, you can give me the infrastructure. Oh, but you've got a service desk that my people can call and they understand what we do and how to help them. And so basically helping, accelerate their business end to end. We can, make sure their render farm keeps running. That's a big thing that has come up. So, they do the work during the day. We keep it running at night. That's like kind of the other big thing.
And then they wake up the next day and make sure it's
ready to go.
Ready to go.
We brought them in as clients during COVID. We've never met them, right? And so it's been great to finally meet up with them.
During COVID, we had a lot of problems where we weren't able to have a studio. And so Chris was able to bring technology to us so that we could unlock our workflow and all of our artists could work and we could have a creative space and share information. And so it basically helped us create a virtual studio, right? And if we wouldn't have had that, we wouldn't have been able to do and be where we are today, which is we're building some of the biggest brand CGI in the world, and they are helping us leverage that when, it was a pretty difficult situation. So we've had a lot of people come by, a lot of people have been in the same situation we've been in, like from a studio, from artists, right, having a difficulty, and then, they're just happy that there's some systems that are out there that they can actually afford that they can use to help them do their CGI.
We can't wait to see what they bring to the table next year.